2 o'clock.
It's
2:12.
about 2:12,
Okay.
and we're just sitting here in the back room on the porch.
Yeah.
Me and Grandma and Grandpa at the moment, although actually all the rest of the grandchildren are here with me, although they're really not here with me. One's a few feet away, but basically we're just sitting here wasting a few
Wasting
minutes.
time.
Yeah, just a few minutes to.
Yeah.
Tell them what it's about.
We're sitting here at Bayer, the view what they have.
Look at this beautiful view, isn't it lovely?
Look at the
It
golfers.
happened to be
Yeah.
a real beautiful day, which we were
Yes.
waiting for it for a long, long time, for this kind of weather to come. And being that it's here already, whoever is here is just running out for the sun and baking at the sun as much and as long as they could stay.
That's
And
right.
that's what they're here for, and they're enjoying it.
But-
And so do we.
Sunshine.
But this is the beginning
But
of your
basically-
big celebration of your
Of the birthdays.
175 young birthdays.
That's right.
And also the 64th wedding anniversary.
No,
That's
No.
beside the point.
that's not what we're celebrating today
That just happened
or this
anyway.
weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. That's reminiscent.
Yeah, but Rich, tell them what's. I mean, you know,
So basically we're waiting for your present to arrive from your grandchildren. And if you were out front, you'd be able to see it.
Oh,
And you're not allowed to see it yet.
no.
But you'll be able to see it in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And will you be
I
surprised?
bet
You
I
have
will.
to go outside to look at it?
Well, it's a new
It's
car.
a swimming pool.
It's a new car.
Oh, it's a big car.
It's a new car.
Ah,
No,
ah.
we don't.
tell them what color it is.
It's a black Model T.
Yeah, we don't need a car
You
here.
don't gotta
We have-
have to start
we have-
making lessons all over again.
That's
We
right.
have trams and buses that are so nice and on time.
Well, we got your own tram.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Grandpa wants to learn how to drive again.
We got your own
I
bus.
start to take driving lessons all over again.
That's right.
That's all I have to do.
That's it.
He that will have the car already.
Yeah.
So I'll say
But you'll have to go without me. I won't drive with you.
Well, that's the case. It always has been that way.
Who was willing to give you driving lessons?
Huh?
Who was willing to give you driving lessons a
Who's
couple
willing?
years ago?
I got a couple of grandchildren
Me.
and a son-in-law.
That's right. I took you.
There'll be no shortage of it.
How many do you have?
12.
12. How do you get 12?
No?
Should be
You want
13.
me to count every one of them?
Yes.
Huh? It's Andy and Linda, Joel and Karen, Roger and Abby, and
Peter.
Peter,
And then it's
Peter,
and Arnold.
Richard, Arnold,
Arnold and Debbie.
David. That's
You lost count.
I lost count because.
Because you didn't start at the oldest.
Huh?
You didn't start at the oldest with the
Yeah,
12.
that's what I say.
Right,
So it makes me up.
right. So you got
So what do you want to do? Race it to go over?
No, no.
No,
Start with the Feltoon grandchildren.
Okay. All right. What's the?
Oh.
All right.
The Felton.
Yeah. Finish it and then we'll go.
And Debbie.
Yeah.
Robin.
Robin and Robert.
Yes.
Richard.
Yes.
Leonard.
Yes.
That's the Felton.
right.
Now
Well,
Leonard.
and soon to be.
Our seats.
We're coming.
No looking. Close your eyes.
I got my eyes closed, but I can't see where I'm going.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna lead you to your.
Oh, a new television! A beauty, a doll! Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, you dopey kids, what'd you have to get it for? What are we gonna do with this now?
Put on the patio.
Look at it.
Oh, this is beautiful. A remote control? New? Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. You mean, who brought it up here?
See, it's swivels.
Who brought it up here?
Look, it swivels.
What are you crying for?
Backlight.
We got it.
Huh?
We got it.
You got it? Great.
We got it. We got the date on here,
I hope
December
we're rolling.
31st, 1989. New Year's
Right.
Eve is tonight, the last day of this, not only the decade, but the last day of the century.
Yeah. Century.
Pictures to be taken by
Not the
Marvin.
century.
You okay now?
Oh, yes, so.
Okay. We're looking for the maitre, it's quarter after, we're looking for the maitre d', and the photographer was to be here at 11 o'clock, and he's not here.
I'm Mark.
This is the other happy occasion.
And how about with the
baby. Oh, that's Robin.
This one is Robin.
Hey, Grandma, get over with the baby. Come over here. Come over here. That's good. I'm away. It's not going to get, from here I ain't going to get him. Okay, get in there, Rob. Robin. Come on. You got to get the youngest one and the girl in the family.
Actually, so let's see, we were all just sitting down with my grandma. And we have scissors just like that, huh?
This is his children's scissors.
Mine should, oh.
And it's funny, I should have a pair just like it.
Oh, no. Is he here too?
You get the rest of the gang?
Not yet, it's too dark. Hey, Rich. Richard. Come on.
Not now. Not now.
Your arms aren't long enough.
Yes, they are.
Not to reach all the way over there. I don't know whether it's going to come out good, but
Well, you'll get it later in the room.
this is half the party. Oh, Mark. I'm just saying, this is half the party. Oh, I'll get to see it yet. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Trying to get a family picture. I don't have enough light, but I'm going to take it anyway.
Jennifer knew what she wanted to do. She wanted to take a picture.
Oh my God, is right. Oh my God, is right, huh?
How come none of the people want to play for the
Okay, can we have some of them standing up?
Come on, Abigail. We're going to do the next one.
That's right, forget it.
Joe knows how to rock it.
Okay, guys. Okay, everybody look this way. Everybody look this way.
Look, he's grabbing around.
Okay, another one.
It may be the coldest month on record.
Yeah,
It's already been the coldest December.
Here too. Now it's not so bad, but we have a little cold spell coming down tonight. Okay.
Did you see Ruth?
Hi, how are you, sweetheart?
Here's my glasses, yeah. You gotta get in the pictures with you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Who got lost, Nancy?
You gotta move more. Right, okay. No, okay, right, okay, that's good. Now we got it. What's her name? What? She's bored. Bored. Everybody look this way. Okay. Wait, another one. We're not finished yet. Take your hand down. Okay, everybody. Everybody look this way. Everybody say cheese. Cheese. Okay, one more picture. Okay, everybody looking this way and saying cheese.
Who is that?
Okay, everybody say cheese. Everybody look at the camera.
Michael, that's not a smile.
Hey, Ben. Ben.
Ben.
Benjamin. Ben, I got something. Look at the camera.
Benjamin.
Okay, everybody else look this way. Ben's not going to be in the picture.
Ben, don't look at the camera. Don't do it.
Don't do it, Ben.
Don't do it.
Okay, another one. His head is covering your face a little bit. If you want to put him in between the two of you, maybe.
No, you can't be particular.
Well, I know. Well, you want to get behind him? Maybe that makes it. Okay, everybody.
Hey, Benjamin. Hurry.
Everybody say cheese. Now, take the bottom out of your mouth. It's difficult. Just want to try. Okay. Benjamin, I'm not taking the picture for a couple minutes, so you can relax.
Jeffrey.
Benjamin, I'm not going to take it for a minute. I move myself. Benjamin, look at the baby. Look what the baby's doing. Jan. Look at the baby.
Grab it.
Step over this. Right now, set your finger in his mouth. Okay, guys? Michael. Why not? Michael, stay alone. Okay. Everybody. Oh, we gotta do Ben again?
No, you got him.
Gotta do Ben again? Ben.
Forget the finger.
Forget the finger. What's with the arm? The mouth open. I'm not looking at him. Last
Steve? There's the one's the other.
one. Finally get Ben going and only the other one.
No, there's one.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to be seated, but turn your attention to the head table, if you would, for just a minute. We'll give you all a chance to find your seats. Turn your attention up. Joel Medvin, who has a few words for you. Having a nice round of applause for Joel first.
Reading this morning will be from the book of Morris and Mary.
Wait, turn on the mic there. There's a switch up on top. Should be a switch right on top of the mic. Push it.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That's better. And it came to pass.
Joel, say the first sentence. They didn't hear you.
And it came to pass that great calamities befell the children of Israel, and they were scattered before the wind of repression to the four corners of the earth. And over the centuries there arose in Russia a great community of the Jews who dwelt among the people there. And there arose in Russia a great community who dwelt there. And among this community was Yosef the butcher and Kuta Rivka his wife, who had 7 children, all of whom worked exceedingly hard. But the Tsar of the Russias was exceedingly incompetent, and made war when unprepared, and squandered the treasure of the Russias, so that all the people grumbled. And evil men said to the Tsar, "Tell the people their troubles are caused by the Jews." And the stupid Tsar did this, and the children of Israel suffered from great persecution, and all manner of evil was done to them. And the children of Yosef the butcher too suffered. One, named Rose, fled to a new promised land called America, and like the dove sent by Noah, returned home to tell her family that it truly was a land of milk and honey. And when the great war beset the land of Yosef the butcher, he decided that his family would go to the promised land and not remain to be killed in the wars of this wicked Tsar. So they undertook a hazardous struggle to reach the promised land. And the children of Yosef the butcher all prospered in the new promised land and did a fair amount of beginning there. And among these children of Yosef the butcher was Morris, who came to the promised land as a teenager and found work as a jeweler, a maker of beautiful objects to delight the eye and to enrich the soul of the receiver. And Morris fell in love with the fair maiden Mary, the boss's daughter of Rose and Joseph Moldavsky, who, after similar persecution, had been brought to the promised land by her parents when she was just a baby. And Mary became famous as a maker of world-class chicken soup, kugel, and all manner of delicacies to delight the palate and nourish the body. And Morris married Mary, and they begat Lucille and Gloria, who each married and outbegat their parents 2 to 1. A record not yet even tied by the next generation who are still in the beginning stage. And Morris and Mary built in this new land a home filled with love and warmth and kindness. And they were God-fearing and treated all they met with honesty and fairness. And they were honored by all they met in the business world, and their home was a beacon to all of the kinsmen to gather. And Morris and Mary prospered in most of their endeavors, except for some economic calamities, which left them unbowed with their kindness and goodwill intact. And Mary was known throughout the Promised Land, wherever her kinsmen lived or attended college, as a baker of divinely inspired brownies, runelach, and peanut butter cookies, and a great giver of feasts for all celebrations. and a source of strength when times of sadness befell the family. And Morris and Mary provided wise and loving guidance, help, and counsel to all of their descendants and friends. And this advice was sometimes listened to and even followed up on occasion. And it has come to pass that with God's help, Morris and Mary are now between them 175 years young. And we, all their descendants, relatives, and friends, are gathered here today to celebrate with them and to honor them. For it is because of them that we have all had the gift of life in this new promised land. So let us join in the celebration and let our joy know no bounds. Grandma and Grandpa, Mazel Tov.
Thank you. I held him when he was so big. I took care of him.
Try it now.
Huh?
Try it now.
And now the oldest great-grandchild, Scott Medvin, will make the motzi. And this is a deal he's making with you, Grandpa, that you're going to return the favor of Scott's bar mitzvah in 1992 and make the motzi.
Scott, wait, we're gonna bring down the mic for you there.
Put it closer to the bread.
Can you put it on the other side?
I don't need to reach.
Because yes, I will. I want to get him in it. Excuse me.
Talk into the mic.
Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. Scott, we'd like you to cut off a piece of the challah and give it to, yes, give it to our guest Savannah right over there for you. Special piece of the challah there.
I'd like you to join the family in the Shiach Yanu.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in just about 20 seconds or so, we're going to be inviting everybody up to the buffet. But let me explain how we're going to do this. Because we have so many people here this afternoon, we don't want you to wait online for an hour. That's silly. So we're going to be calling you by table number. Okay, when your table number is called, we invite you to the buffet. We just want to let you know that there's food for 40, 50 times around. Table number 1. Table number 1 and table number 15. We'd like to cordially invite you to the buffet there. Table number 1 and table number 15. Table number 1 should be the dais table. We'd like to invite you up to the buffet to start things off. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some dance music while you're ready. So we'd like you to join us back on the dance floor.
Oh, no. Only the hips are moving, not the camera. You don't want to pay attention, she ain't going to get in it, that's all.
Days are the same old temple sun. My life will be keeping you. When I'm sleeping, I will do. Over the way.
It's a single day. When I get halfway through, I'll find out. Oh, this must be the singles table. How can you tell? Because nobody here is married. How can you tell? Very good. I see my wedding rings. Now you sound like your father.
I'm his daughter.
Now you're your mother's sister. You're the kid's sister.
I'd like to present a toast.
I don't.
Step this way, sure.
Get behind the cake.
Oh, then you're gonna be blocking them the way. From near and far we came, each one a different name, but who can remember? We've come to sing your praises, to tell you that we're crazy about you. You came from Russia long ago, across the great blue sea, and whoever thought that there in New York, the two of you would be. Moishe the jeweler, making rings of gold and other precious things. When in the boss's daughter came, Mary was her name, and your lives have never been the same. Well, soon their family grew, when along came daughter Lou. And Mary, so liked being a mother, said to Moishe, let's have another. So what could Moishe do? So again one night, bang, and Gloria joined the gang. And in New York, in Midwood, they did the best they could, and the girls danced and played and sang. Well, once again the family grew, Les with Glow and Sid with Lou. Enter the next generation, let's hear it for procreation. 7 grandsons and a granddaughter too. Well, now the children are all grown, and the children's children have their own. And we're all together here for the Simcha of the year. So now my toast is through, and I'll tell you what to do. Let's raise our glasses high, and I'll tell you why. Grandma, Grandpa, we love you.
Why do they kiss the boys, the young boys?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we need your attention back to the dais table. Right now we'd like to call upon Mary Morris to step up to the cake that's located right in front of the dais table there. A special, very special birthday cake. For those of you who read the cake, can you light those candles there? All right, Felix is going to light the candles for you.
I bet such a party they never had here. Never. My children are original.
Before we blow out the candles there, Mary, can you hear me over there?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Morris, can you hear me? No, not yet. Not yet. Thank you. Here we go. All together now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Morris. Happy birthday to you. Make that first slice into the cake, if you would. Make the first slice into the cake. Smile for the
Surprise! Cuts the cake!
Look at the cameras.
Look at the camera.
Wait. Follow them.
Can we take the picture? We have it? Do we have it there?
Yeah, we have it.
Somebody else take a picture. Okay.
I don't know.
Sir, did you take a picture? Oh, okay, you got your picture, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, since we have the picture, stay right there, don't move. At this time, we'd like to call upon their first grandson, Andy Mendon, to join us up at the microphone. How about a nice round of applause for Andy? That's what you're doing.
And believe it or not, he was this big when he was born.
Looks like he ran away from.
Hard to believe. I wouldn't touch him.
Andy, get over there.
Gramps, about 6 months ago, he had us all kind of worried. Okay? But I think you knew best.
That's right.
And you had your little surgery, and I knew you knew best. When the next day I come in to see you and you're watching the basketball game, which we enjoyed that day. So because of that, we have a little song, which I know you like, and we'd like both of you to dance with it. Maestro?
Okay?
You ready?
How about a nice round of applause as they join us on the dance floor?
Right. Just a little bit.
How about a nice round of applause as they join us? If you have a camera, this is the time to use it. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to cordially invite each and every one of you to join them on the dance floor. For every couple we have on dancing now, it means 5 years of good luck. So can't tell you it's one of the highlights because I know what's coming up. You see, I can do that in a second, surely. Now, we'd like to make a circle around that circle with everybody else in the room. So everybody make a circle around that circle, okay? That's important. Everybody clap your hands first of all. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So now in the circle there with the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, one person at a time will get the opportunity to go to the center there and congratulate Mary and Morris. A little kiss on the cheek would be terrific. When you finish, don't sit down, stay in that circle. That's important.
He's got to be in this circle.
He's got the whole picture.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I knew he would. Yeah.
School start by looking in my pocket. Girls stop.
Gloria. I want to blackmail him. Yeah, I want to blackmail him anyway.
Practicing for November 3rd.
Leonard, you'll break an arm first. Hurts.
Few words. My cousin is talking.
Just want to say that this is a party of love, of course, for my mother and father, who have fused into a single word. Mary Morris, Mother Dad, Bubby Pop Pop. They're a single unit. I think that's why they're here with us today. But I also want to say it's a toast and a tribute to all of you out there, the wonderful Century Village crowd, the relatives and friends and neighbors, because coming here, 2 elderly people came here 14 years ago, and 2 young people are enjoying life because they've been surrounded by caring people who are always available to give them encouragement, to help, to schlep them and their bundles and whatever. And we're all very grateful and we salute all of you. I just want to add a few words. This is a room filled with treasures. Mother and Dad taught us, wealth is not material acquisitions. Wealth is health, family, friends, respect, and a good name. All of you here today have touched their lives in some way. To the family, old friends, not in years, the Century Village friends, we thank you for enriching Mother and Daddy's lives. Wishing you a happy and a healthy new year.
You want to speak? How about hearing from Mary? How about hearing from Mary? Sure. Turn the mic back on.
Now we'll hear a few words from Mary and Morris. Say a few words.
A few words.
Monica? Yeah. Folks, it's wonderful that you all came from near and from far. We're very, very happy to welcome you all here. It is a special, special occasion, which I have nothing to do with, only to be here. Whatever I say, he doubles.
Well, there's not enough way to express my appreciation what was being done for us here.
Yeah.
And that's all I could say. I'm pleased to see everybody on here, and I wish the next Simcha we should be here all together again.
Talking about Simchas,
is, there's one that we're sure of. I'd like to introduce our youngest son, Leonard, and his fiancée, Jen.
Being the flower girl 65 years ago. Can't believe it, 64. And I've had the pleasure of doing it at the 50th and the 60th, and I hope, please God, the 70th. And the reason why I'm drinking milk is when I was a little girl, I was very underweight, and my mother thought that when she stuffed milk and sweet cream in me, I'd get good and fat. Instead, I have cholesterol. I'm very happy birthday, many, many more, and I hope I can schlep more and more packages for you. I hope so.
I didn't tell you that I've been in relationship with Lucille and Gloria for about 30 years, right? Would you say that?
30 and 30, you're 60.
Right. And I've known Mary, and I know her sister Sophie. And yes, and I knew Morris for a long time. And over the years, we celebrated a lot of the children's occasions. The bar mitzvahs, the twins, seemed like only yesterday.
That's right.
And the births and the deaths. And out of that came our relationship with two cultures. I'm Italian. And no, but what came out of it was so much love.
That's right.
And that's how much I love your family. I especially, thank you, bridesmaid. I especially want to acknowledge your two daughters because they make things happen. Gloria, could you come here? Where's Lulu?
Lulu.
Lulu. She's with Shelley. I want to acknowledge you two because you are so full of love. The way you live your life, the way you are with your children, the way you are with your grandchildren, how you share your life with everyone that comes into existence with you. You two are women that have souls in such a high space that I would be so remiss if I didn't get up and tell you so, that I love you.
Rock around the clock and how long we just did those. Look at the guys who stayed in for pulling the bananas off a tree. 1963, here we go. They were doing the monkey. All you do with the monkey. The monkey. How long you do with the monkey? All the way up, all the way out. They were doing the monkey. Do not me. The following year, if you remember going out to the beach, you go into the water, you're gonna dance, they call it the swim. Only enough for the trouble, Frankie Allen, who's that here? with now. Everybody moves with this. Do that with me. There's 1965. I was standing on a street like Powerline Road out here, and you needed a ride. All you had to do was thumb your way. A little hitchhiking time. They called it the hitchhike. Everybody thought a ride, yeah. They were doing the hitchhike. Do that with me. Thumb a ride, yeah. Now what do you do with the hitchhike? I wrote that I missed something. You all remember a fellow by the name of Chubby Checker? Well, twisted time for those twisted hands out there. Come on, let's twist again. Like we did last summer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's twist again. Like we did last year. Do the rain and boy, things are really humming. Let's twist again. Twist the time is here. Oh, you let me know you love me so. And let's twist again. Like we did. Come on, clap your hands up. And stand your feet now. We'll all listen to the beat now. You clap up. We're singing na 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 na. For those who remember the 50s and the 60s, how many of you remember a television show called Dick Clark's American Bandstand? Which can't, yes, no, well, he's not on anymore. He gave it over to somebody else. Dick Clark just celebrated his 102nd birthday. Doesn't he look terrific? Yes. But for those of you who go back to original Bandstand in the 50s and the 60s, how many of you remember the part in the show where they used to get the fellas on one side, the girls on the other side? Then you had the fellow and the girl. Working for a man every night and day. One of them will always go and put them to sleep all the way down. One of them back away, but let's come around. We need more guys. Rolling all the way down. Rolling on the river. Well, if you get down to the river, you might step down. Bet you go find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you got the money. People on the river are happy here. If you keep on to clap your hands while you're waiting. Clap your hands, keep on waiting. Step all the way down. We're rolling on the river. Rolling on the river.
I get the young stuff again.
Well, I'm bumping on baby bells, pushed a lot of cards in the morning, but I never saw the good side of city, till I July on the riverboat queen. If we'll keep on turning, everybody stand down, grab here, keep on burning, stand down there, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Shake it up, baby, twist and shout. Come on now, baby, now step down, everybody. Work it all out, move all the way down there. You look so good, you look so fine. Come a little closer now, let me know that you're mine. All together, here we go. Shake it up, baby, twist and shout. Come on now, baby, now. Yeah, work it all out. All right, everybody clap your hands right where you are. Put your hands together. If you're dancing, keep dancing. If you're not dancing, just clap those hands. Gotta keep you up there. Put those hands together there.